Tonight, answers for Bella. She is the innocent 5-year-old girl who was killed by her mother in their apartment in Brighton last week.
We uncovered how her dad raised concerns again and again, but no one listened. 7
Action News reporter Kim Russell joins us now with more on what needs to change to protect other children at risk. Kim.
Yes, it was last Monday that Brighton Police found a horrific scene. A mom strangled her little girl and then shot and killed herself. Now, many are looking back and seeing that there were red flags. We're looking at what happened, asking, could Bella have been saved? Neighbors in this apartment off 2nd Street in Brighton say they looked like a loving mother and daughter. But what happened behind these doors? Brighton Police say an autopsy found 38-year-old Melissa Freeburger Party took a revolver and shot herself in the head after she killed her daughter, 5-year-old Bella.
I can see her from a baby till now, you know? I could just see her in my head.
Bella's dad, Nathan, says he tried to save her from abuse. Police reports show he told police he suffered abuse and witnessed his ex beating their daughter.
Worse than I've ever seen or heard, and then she was choking her when I came in the room.
He called CPS and filed a motion for custody.
I just didn't want Bella to get hurt anymore.
He did everything right, but yet the system failed him.
Attorney Tracy Martin specializes in cases involving Child Protective Services. She believes gender bias played a role.
Fathers are not getting a fair shake, and that's exactly what happened to this dad.
She believes Child Protective Services assumed this was all about a custody fight.
Oh, there's a custody battle on. We're not going to get involved. That should never be happening, because when that happens, tragedies happen.
Another glaring problem, a lack of mental health care.
There's no funding for it. I don't know how many people come into my office and say, well, I don't have health insurance.
Attorney Heather Nally practices in Livingston County, where this custody case was heard. This dad agrees mental health care could have helped. He witnessed his ex turn to friends for leftover medicine when she couldn't afford care.
It's just not a good way to go, because there's no prescription. It was just whatever, anything.
Her mental health history even cost her custody of her 2 older children years ago.
She wanted to drive off a cliff with her 2 kids in the car because, she wants to move on to the next life with them, basically.
I think that the courtroom that this case was heard in probably made it more difficult to get the story out from the gentleman's point of view.
Judge Teresa Brennan heard the case and right now is suspended from the bench for misconduct in office connected to another case. She is scheduled to go before the Michigan Supreme Court this month to fight a decision that removed her from the bench.
I pleaded my case. I did everything I could.
Some judges take a more interested role in getting to the bottom of allegations and some don't.
We reached out to Judge Brennan for comment and so far have not heard back. CPS told us it cannot comment on specific cases and cannot release documents tied to cases for the privacy of children.
Right now, there is no transparency.
Bella's dad says he wants lawmakers, police, CPS, and judges to remember Bella now and in the future.
She won't be forgotten. And she's 5.5 years old, lived a short life. She's taught me more than anybody's ever taught me in my whole life.
Now, the investigation into Bella's death is still ongoing. Brighton Police tell me they're being as thorough as possible as they look for answers for Bella. We still have a lot of questions and will continue to hold decision makers accountable for the sake of other children.
So, Kim, is anyone looking into the actions or lack thereof of CPS?
You know what? CPS is not transparent. They don't have any accountability with us for releasing documents, but the Children's Ombudsman's Office at the state level is supposed to investigate cases such as this. I've reached out to find out if they are looking into it, and I'm waiting to hear back, but we will keep asking until we get answers.
And hopefully they will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kim.